So some people say, why do you film churches? I was like, well, why not? There's, like, most people just drive past, walk past them, carry on with their day-to-day lives. But I just like looking at these ancient marvels and think there's probably the best building in the villages or in the towns, such a magnitude of history and untold stories. I just find them very interesting, so why not? Yeah, this church is incredibly old, Anglo-Saxon at least. Maybe even longer. This theory of mine keeps popping up about Roman outposts. This is extremely old. Looks like it's had some kind of fires. Like the rock's been melted at a high intensity of heat. Long before these doors was put on. These doors look older than Victorian. Well, it's a good afternoon, and today we're here in Barrow upon Humber, just on the banks of the Humber Estuary, and today we're at Holy Trinity Church. So let's go check it out. Oh, it's great to be out. This is the first time this year in 2024 we're actually out barefoot walking, filming content for you viewers at home. So we've got this lovely, delightful little church here. Seen a lot of cataclysms with it being on the bank of the Humber Estuary, and this was a site of Anglo-Saxons and earlier settlements as well, but during the height of the Great Heathen Army and the invasion of the Vikings, this would have been one of the prime locations that would have been ransacked 1200 years ago. So there is a reminiscence of early Anglo-Saxon and Norman architecture, as you can see. And then I'd say around the Templar era, there's been a fantastic clock up there. But it's had a lot of restorations yet again. We have got permission to film inside today, so check out part 2. I love these stone effigy heads. Some of these are my favourite part of the favourite feature of the church. This looks like some bishop, and this looks like some king or queen. Well, it is eroded. Both of them are eroded slightly. Some like limestone, sandstone mix. And got some kind of masonry markings here. We have seen on earlier churches there was some kind of Celtic cross, and they've been redesigned and the blocks have been broken. So again, it's backing up that there was some kind of destruction here. This window is very eroded. It does look like Norman architecture on the window frame. This memorial and the clock were given by the parishioners in memory of all who laid down their lives in 1939 to 1945, and in thanksgiving to Almighty God for safe deliverance from the dangers due to air raids. So during World War II, Barrow upon Humber was used as a decoy spot for the German Air Force, where they actually thought Barrow upon Humber was nearby Hull or Grimsby, and this place got bombarded with bombs. So this plaque here is to dedicate the bravery of the people and those who sadly lost their lives. Well, that's a fantastic church clock. There's a bit of a drip there.
And for once, it's not me.
Yeah, some kind of gargoyles. And there's like a cockerel at the top, like weather cockerels. Oh wow. Wowzers. Yeah, this church is incredibly old, Anglo-Saxon at least. Maybe even longer. This theory of mine keeps popping up about Roman outposts. This is extremely old. Looks like it's had some kind of fires. Like the rock's been melted at high intensity of heat. Long before these doors was put on. These doors look older than Victorian. So maybe Tudor times with Henry VIII and the Reformation of they kicked all the Catholics out. What way looking? Right at the top. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Good spot in that. So sadly these carved heads, effigy heads, very eroded. So that just proves how old this church entrance is. And again, you've got this Victorian featured graveyard around the outside. We've seen in many churches on the Barefoot Chronicles series. And again, like many others that we've seen, it's a raised bed of land, and then they've built the foundations and built the church on top of this raised bed. The land up on that bell tower, you'd get a good panoramic view, 360, you'd see Hull from here and probably down the coast towards Grimsby. Yeah, there's a good few gargoyles up there. Pardon? That's alright. Yeah. So this looks like it's very deceiving, this. They're old blocks, but it's quite modern. I'd probably say 1800s. These like copied replicas, you can tell that they're not the ancient stone masonry techniques. They do look like crude Victorian replicas. Again with the vines, that's classic Victorian era restorations. Same as the windows. They're not as good as the Norman architecture and the stone masonry, not half as good and as authentic. So some people say, why do you film churches? I was like, well, why not? There's, like, most people just drive past, walk past them, carry on with their day-to-day lives. But I just like looking at these ancient marvels and think there's probably the best building in the villages or in the towns, such a magnitude of history and untold stories. I just find them very interesting, so why not? So it's just to take a deep breath and observe your natural surroundings. Well, natural or man-made, that, of course. Here you got some chalk quarry blocks here. It's been patched up. It's a later addition. This is fairly modernish restoration as well. This red brick looks around the time of Henry VIII, Tudor times. As you can see, there's an incredibly raised bed here that the church is constructed on. The magnitude of effort once again to clear all this out and have this raised bed here. It's quite phenomenal. So this has been totally added at a later date. Maybe the Victorian era. It's not the original part of the church. We've got this support columns here, just to strengthen the structure of the wall. As you can see, it's a right mishap of restorations, and wow, there's so much going on here. So many eras. A lot of erosion and arched windows. Got a pretty cool looking dude up there. Looks a bit like Jimmy Savile. I want to say he's a cool dude. Now then, but he has got some kind of, I don't know, like a turban or something, some cap. Or someone's painted his hair green. So you got this quite a sizable headstone, the body of Elizabeth, daughter of John and Anne Scoffin, who departed this life July the 26th of 1762. Wow. I was only a little wee whippersnapper then. You got this obelisk here, so this obelisk would have been here Anglo-Saxon era, maybe Norman period, but it's been desecrated. This would have been a lot higher. No, it come way later on. That one over there is the war memorial. This is ancient, this is a Celtic cross. Early Christianity, so someone had grievances against the church, Henry VIII, all the Vikings, who knows, but someone definitely break that. This tree here looks like it's been struck by lightning in some part of its time here. It's a lovely little church, this. A lot of features. That lovely little Georgian house there as well. Yeah, this is the war memorial there for the Great War and the Second World War. And who knows, World War III will happen soon, the way things are going in the world just lately. It's quite troubling times. History does often repeat itself, and we never learn by mistakes. Obviously, humanity, we've got a heavy price to pay, so it's a shame, because this world can be a really beautiful place, but there's some darkness that's encased the world right now, and warmongers that's dragging the rest of us down with them. So yeah, it's a damn shame. Well, it's enough of that. We'll wrap it up there. hope you see on your next on the next video. Keep an eye out for more throughout the year 2024, and we'll wrap it up there. So remember to take care of yourselves and each other. God bless. It's got a touch of the medieval side to it as well, I feel. Like a golden eagle. It's for burning incense in, I believe. Depiction of the crucifixion.